Thank you very much, everyone, for being here tonight, and welcome to this exciting dinner debate on bridging the ICT skills gap. In particular, I think we have to make a warm thank you to the European Internet Forum, which I'm proud to be a member together with my colleague Victor Negrescu, for having managed to set up together with us such an excellent panel of experts in the world of digital technologies. So please just allow me to say a few introductory words after the very good speech of my colleague Victor. I promise to be brief and to leave to our distinguished speakers, which I will introduce later on, all the time they need to share their experiences with us. There is no doubt that the word digital has become one of the most heard buzzwords in Brussels during this first year of the new mandate. One of the main pillars of the effort put forward by the European Commission. Indeed, our institutions proved to be receptive to the topic and well aware on the challenges that the EU is facing when it comes to invest in new technologies. I must say that all the political groups started to build specific working groups on these topics to be able to tackle, to react to the proposals of the European Commission. Nevertheless, being aware is not enough. Politics not only must be receptive, but also reactive and proactive when dealing with innovation. Europe, also known, as you know, as the old continent, needs to catch up with the other parts of the world which are spearheading the innovation in the digital field. This can only be done if digital innovation is seen as a part of an overall industrial strategy. Tackling the ICT gap in Europe offers a perfect example of all this, because it embodies the missing link between technology and society, which needs to be addressed. Policy action in this sense requires an harmonious effort on several fields, from primary to secondary education, highly specialized university courses, and high-level research profiles, a well-thought and balanced training and lifelong learning programs. Victor was referring very precisely and correctly to some problems that we have about the use of the funds on this sense, and we need a streamlining of different approaches and legislations across the EU countries, as well as decisive investments in infrastructures and people. Are we doing this? Well, I would say partially. The DSM roadmap is a good start, but we need more ambition, both from all the European institutions and from each of the member states. The Commission digital strategy should adopt measures to combat the growing digital divide in terms of both access to the internet and skills, in order to allow the citizens, regardless of their income, social situation, geographical location, health or age, in the digital era to enjoy its benefits. It is essential to take into consideration the fact that the ICT skills are not only needed to carry out professions and tasks in the highly specialized high-tech sector only. As also Victor said, in today's labor market, ICT skills are more and more required and become indispensable to the citizens' everyday life, regardless of the work people are doing. So more digital skills means a more efficient society. So a concluding thought: given the size and scope of this challenge, we really must grasp this opportunity to organize our discussions around some basic principles, let's call them values, which we as Europeans want to attach to the way we deal with ICT and the digital environment. My broad take on this, and I hope there will be time to elaborate during the debate around this, is the following: digital opportunities and digital skills must be for everyone, must be truly inclusive, and must have a special attention to the needs of those people who are already most excluded from the access to them, in particular people with disabilities. Today we had a discussion here in the Parliament exactly on this topic, and I must say that I convene with many speakers that when we talk about inclusion, that is in the strategy from the Commission, then we have to specify that we mean accessibility. Accessibility must be all over the digital single market strategy. So we have to go forward on this, otherwise we will build up other discriminations. We need to tackle the gap that is made of various differences and to build a common goal for all citizens, as I said before, to be able to grasp the most from the digital revolution. So as the time is limited, as I said, I will introduce the speakers one by one, and I think we will also have time for some questions. So thank you again for being here, and enjoy the dinner and the debate.